And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans, folks. Today is June 2nd. I'm your host, Saint Nick, and we got a great show for you today. I just want to thank everybody kind of hanging out and jumping into last night's live stream. We dove deep into the NFC or the AFC East betting props, looking at the divisions, looking at some quarterback props, and we found a couple that we will talk about during today's show, getting ready for that NFL season, baby. Alrighty. So today on the show, we got breaking news. The new Madden cover has been released. We've got a certain somebody back at OTAs today, and I got a little bone to pick with a certain team. So let's get right into it and start the show. And let's start here with maybe the biggest breaking news of the day. The Madden 26 cover athlete has been named, and folks, I need everybody on their feet, baby, because it's another running back. I mean, we're going back to back, running back to running back. We got Saquon Barkley with his backwards 360 no scope hurdle, baby, as the official cover. Now, obviously, this broke the internet when he actually did it this season, and they put it in Madden and made it an animation, and it kind of stuck and took over, and a little annoying, but it just seems so convenient that Madden and the NFL has no problem marketing the running backs to sell video games and products and the Shield and games and all that. But nobody wants to actually pay up for these running backs. I mean, Saquon Barkley is getting paid, shout out, but that's the only one. I think Derrick Henry's Christian McCaffrey's probably number 2. But I mean, these running backs are getting slapped in the face with their contracts. So let's quickly take a look at the top running back money. If you got children near you, I need you to cover their ears and cover their eyes, because this would make anybody furious, folks. Here we go. Running backs, NFL current contracts. Let's see what kind of money we're talking about. But let's put them on the cover back-to-back years. Okay. All righty. Here we go. Are they going to... Well, I'm not going to do that then. Here we go. They're trying to get me out of paywall. Here we go. This is the website we're looking for. Over the cap, shout out. So we got Saquon Barkley, obviously the highest paid running back, and rightfully so. I don't want to say single-handedly, won the Super Bowl, but we watched those games, folks. We love Jalen Hurts, and I'm not here to knock him, but I mean, it was the running bird, Saquon Barkley, kind of icing the game against the Rams in the snow. I mean, the 360 backwards hurdle, it's absolutely all fantastic. So shout out. But here we go. Saquon Barkley, $41 million total value, getting $20 million a year. I mean, we're talking $20 mil a year, folks, for number 1. We need to start bumping up. Number 1 should be like 25 to 30. Sorry. Everyone says this is a passing league, and the NFL wants to make it a passing league because they want higher scores, more audience. This has been the narrative forever. But the last 2 years, the passing has plummeted, folks. People are barely passing for 4,000 yards in a season with an extra game. That's like unheard of, folks. People during the 2000s were throwing 4,000 yards almost on the regular. 5,000 yards. Somebody was kind of competing for that season in, season out. But these last 2 years, passing down, running up, we got to get this market back on track. Saquon Barkley trying to head the way. But once again, I mean, I know they are paying a lot of people here, and I'm not trying to pick on this Eagles team because they got one of the best front offices in the league. My bone's not to pick with the Eagles. It's the overall league. But it's hard because now Saquon Barkley set the precedent. I mean, he's the best running back in the league. I think we can all agree on that. So it's going to be hard to break this $20 million a year because it took almost a 2,000-yard performance that they had to sit him the final game so he didn't get it to get more money. Once again, maybe I do got a bone to pick with the Eagles. You held them back. He won the Super Bowl. He made the cover athletes. He had one of the most viral, insane running back plays you could ever have. And it's all only for $20 million a year? All right. Then we got Christian McCaffrey. He was the number one. He's at $38 million total, getting $19 million a year. And then we're starting to see the big time drop off. We're just talking number 3 here, folks. Derrick Henry, $30 million. 15 a year. I mean, now we're talking one of the best running backs in the league, Derrick Henry, an absolute mammoth of a man that nobody can really bring down single-handedly. He's third, and everyone's like, old man Henry, old running backs. Another trash narrative. We just debunked a ton of trash narratives last night on the show in the NBA, and this is another trash narrative. Oh, old running backs can't run anymore. Well, tell Derrick Henry that, because he obviously did not get the memo. Oh, injured running backs, I mean, they're never the same after that injury. Yeah, well, tell Saquon Barkley that, who actually got better. I mean, I never saw anybody do a 360 no-look hurdle after a couple of major injuries, folks, all right? Ask J.K. Dobbins, who keeps on getting hurt and keeps on coming back. Ask Nick Chubb, injury schminjury. I've had them all. You listed, I had it. And he's still getting it done. So please stop with these trash narratives that are impacting current great running backs' money and all the future running backs' money, all right? I stand for the running backs, and I'd get up and stand and raise the desk. Y'all know me, but it takes a few seconds, and we're a little pressed for time. As for the night show, we'll stand, we'll raise the desk, we'll get everybody on their feet for the running backs. And then we're going down to number 4. Another, not a big drop off, $1 million. Jonathan Taylor, number 4 at $42 million. Total value at $14 million. Then we get Alvin Kamara. He's getting $12 million a year. Josh Jacobs getting $12 million a year. Aaron Jones getting $10 million a year. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 running backs getting more than $10 million a year, and everybody else is underneath that. I do want to let's just quickly compare it to wide receiver money, because we know that's kind of the second or third highest, maybe even kind of fourth highest position. We got the edge rushers, we got the tackles that get big bucks. So let's see where these kind of current wide receivers are ranking next to their running back counterparts. So here we go. NFL wide receiver contracts. What do we got? Once again, over the cap, shout out. Alrighty, starting at the top, I mean, Ja'Marr Chase, $161 million. So the best wide receiver, $160 million. The best running back, $41 million. Folks, we're mismatched here, okay? Not good. Not good. Let me slide myself over a little bit. Yeah, but just not good overall here. Next highest paid wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, $140 million, getting $35 million a year. Ja'Marr Chase is getting $40 million a year. I mean, folks, we're talking a $20 million discrepancy between weapons when the running back is kind of a little bit more of a dangerous position because he's getting whacked every single play, whether it's blocking or actually taking the ball or doing both on a nice little screen. I block, I release, I leak out to the flat, and I take it all the way. Where wide receivers, they dance at the line. The wide receivers are dancing at the line. Oh, my first step. Oh, don't touch me. Can't get me. Can't touch me. I'm not taking those bonks on the head here. I'm flat. I'm Flash. I'm Flash on the feet. So, don't love the running backs market, folks. Y'all know me. I've been leading this train for the last 3 years on running backs market. I've made a little bit of an impact. We have seen the money increase, but there is still a lot of work to go. So hopefully this Madden cover, because folks, like I said, we're going back-to-back years of running backs on the cover of Madden. Back to back. Are they not important? They're not important to the game, but they're important to the video game. Is that what we're talking about here? Like, don't disrespect these running backs, okay? Enough. And honestly, if I'm going to be the one to say it, they're kind of going back 3 straight years of running backs because we know Josh Allen, he's ball hog hungry. He's ball hog hungry. He don't like to let it go. He don't like to hand off to James Cook, even though James Cook should be on the cover of Madden. I digress. We'll get into James Cook a little bit later in the show. But Josh Allen, running back, he's the one taking all the rushing touchdowns, right? He's the one doing the tush push and failing, right? The running back. So potentially 3 straight years of running backs on the cover. And they don't want to pay him. Okay, all right. Ashton Jeanty, please heed my warning, baby. You got a nice rookie deal. Nux for that because you deserve it. But when that first deal comes, you gotta put the screws to them, all right? You go up. They get drafted by the Raiders. No, you go up to... Tom, can I talk? Tom, do you have time to talk, Tom? I would like to talk about my money because I just single-handedly carried this trash Raiders team for 4 straight years, and now, Tom, I'm coming to knock the cash in, all right? Ashton Jeanty, before you talk next contract, I need you to give me a call, baby. St. Nick Sports Management, LLC. I'll take care of you. I'll get you what you deserve. Derrick Henry didn't heed my advice and took a little bit of a bad deal, a little bit of a lowball deal. But I digress. So, shout out to Saquon Barkley, these running backs, folks. Stop with the national media narrative of, oh, they're old news. Oh, that's the old NFL. Look at this guy wanting to go back to the old NFL. Blah, 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 blah. Folks, this is the NFL. Look, we're getting faster more athletic defenses, folks, more explosive, athletic, fast defenses. People are clamping up these receivers now. It's not, folks, we got a white cornerback for the Eagles. The sport's evolving. People are getting locked up wide receiver wise. We're seeing a decline in the passing. You got to be multifaceted. And that's exactly what this Eagles team is. And that's why they're Super Bowl champions and potentially the next dynasty, kind of overthrowing the Chiefs. Because they are multifaceted. They've got the run game on lock with one of the best in the game. And then they got monster wide receivers that they are all paying. While they're paying their great leader, accurate thrower of the football, Jalen Hurts. They're paying everybody. This is an honest master class of what the Eagles have done here the last few seasons. So, big time shout out to the organization, Howie Roseman, the whole crew. Shout out to Big Dom, really, that probably deserves a lot more credit than Nick Sirianni. Come on. He is the glue of this team, the anger translator, if you will, for this Eagles team with big personalities that he's able to manage and keep everybody in check. So, it's a great organization, folks. I'm gushing. I gush for the Eagles. I gush for Saquon. I gush for Big Dom. I gush for Jalen. So shout out to the Birds. Let's take a quick look here. Eagles will win the Super Bowl. I want to say they are I think the Chiefs are still the favorite betting wise. Let's quickly take a look. Because I'd feel more confident putting the Eagles in there. Yes, look, fear folks. Would you take a little bit of a look, a gander, a little spicy here? The Chiefs are actually 4th favorites to win the Super Bowl, and that's kind of what I was saying at the end of last season. I think their aura, their championship kind of unbeatable dynasty. I think it's kind of starting to wear off, especially seeing Patrick Mahomes kind of not play well in the last few Super Bowls. Yes, he's won some, shout out, team game, but his individual performances, nothing crazy in getting out to those slow starts. So they seem to be a little exposed. They don't kind of have that aura anymore, that unbeatable aura. So, and Vegas is kind of agreeing here, being 4th favorites behind the Eagles, the Bills, then the Ravens. And we're going to get into the Ravens a little bit later. I like Lamar a lot, but they got a lot of beef. They got a lot of beef on that team, folks, and they just added more beef. We'll talk about it. So Eagles plus 650 to win the Super Bowl. Book it, lock it. The most complete team. And once again, if we're taking any note from the NBA, it's that super teams are no more. We're talking complete team, and the Eagles are the most complete team in the league. So start paying running backs more money. They're good enough to make the cover. They're good enough to win the Super Bowl. They should be good enough to win MVP, Roger. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. You gave it to Josh Allen. That's a start for a running back getting in the MVP, but let's give it to the Trues, all right? I'll be on you, Roger. I'll be on you. So big time shout out to Saquon Barkley on the cover of Madden, just released today. Now, we'll see if all the different editions that they come out with and what they do with it, but this is going to be the classic. Alrighty, let's start moving on here, folks. Next up, and this is, you are going to hear this. I mean, folks, it's going to get annoying. It's going to get annoying. As OTAs and practices and voluntary and involuntary mini camps begin, we're getting footage, folks. We're getting footage. We're getting highlights. We're getting quick little snippets of what's going on, the work out on the field. And then there's that person. Oh, it's practice. Who cares what they're doing? You're reading into that in practice? Oh, get a load of this guy that takes everything he sees as face value. Look at him taking the first week of training camps and making a judgment, a narrative. Settle down, first of all. Can we all take a breath? We all just went like 8 months with no football, all right? Now we're starting to see our teams out on the field, our rookies, our vets out on the field getting it done. It's making us excited. I get it. But the other narrative, oh, you can't learn anything. Folks, what we're trying to learn here, the only thing we should be trying to learn here in the OTA footage and all this is that, are they progressing? I don't care if you're trash the first day. We'll talk about it and we'll track you, but I don't care if you're trash. You're missing, you're dropping everything. The Patriots did that. All the wide receivers for the Patriots started to drop balls because Stephon Diggs was not there. He was on the boat. We'll get to that. They're starting to pick it up now. But I don't care if you're dropping balls. I don't care if you're looking like trash day one, maybe even week one. Are you progressing? Are you getting better? Are you stacking good days on top of good days consecutively? Are you making the small adjustments, getting better every week? Rookies, are they making that jump, that small leap by leap of becoming an NFL player? And that is what I am seeing here with Travis Hunter. The Jags started, they were kind of one of the early teams, the first teams to kind of start their offseason kind of workouts and programs. And we saw Travis Hunter out on the field and running routes for the offense. He was practicing for a wide receiver. And a little bit of stumbling on his routes, out on his braking and all that. And there were some footages of that, and kind of people were saying, hey, they're not looking great here. And I was kind of agreeing. Routes weren't looking crisp, all right? But then we get this. Probably the next week, we get Travis Hunter again, running routes. He's looking better. He's making the next step. He's making the adjustments. He's working on it, and we're seeing him get better. This is exactly what we want to see here. Yes, he may have been a little bit, not great week one. That's all right. It's truly okay. Getting better is the name of the game here, and that's what Travis Hunter is. And then we get other footage of him just great athleticism. We see him here. I think this was posted yesterday. Him practicing with Brian Thomas Jr. side by side, running the same drills, and Travis Hunter running them a little better. This one just kind of a little bit of a hand-eye coordination where you're trying to pick up a tennis ball on like a 10-yard break and then come back. And on the second rep, Brian Thomas Jr. doesn't pick up the tennis ball. A little bit of a lag there by him, while Travis Hunter picks it up on the second attempt. So we're seeing him comparing to the other previous, because BTJ is an absolute monster. We love him over here. And Travis Hunter competing with him. So this is great. Great footage. Great news. If you're a Jags fan, seeing this young, energetic Travis Hunter. I mean, obviously we've all seen him, in college, in the draft, and his personality and all that. And this is making me big time excited for the Jags because I think Trevor's big solid. We'll see if their head coach can keep on getting it done. They've got the big dogs on the outside, wide receiver, Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter. Your only thing is that you cannot play Travis Etienne at all. He is maybe the worst player on that team. Tank Bigsby's good. He showed great glimpses last year, but they always kind of kept putting Etienne as the number one. Cut it out. Cut it out. He's done. He's finished. He's cooked. It's unfortunate. Don't you know me? I'm trying to stand for the running backs here. And there's great running backs. Devon Achane, be on the lookout. Draft him number 1 overall in fantasy. Yes, you heard it right, because he's going to have a monster year. But Travis Etienne, I've given him the opportunities, and he's just fumbling big time, folks. He really cost the Jags the season last year. Like week 1, it was something to see. So Travis Hunter, Jags, Duval. Y'all got to get excited and pumped for this kid. I know y'all already are, but man, oh man. And then this is we'll close it on this one, but Travis Hunter, just athletic as heck, and that's what I build my football team around: athleticism and speed, and height. Height, speed, athleticism. If you can't tackle, I mean, it sucks, but I'm going for the speed. I'm going for the athletic. And Travis Hunter's got it all, baby. So they're looking good. They're gushing me up for the Jags. We'll deep dive into them on the live shows to see how we can bet and how we can make money the best way, value wise, with it being division win or win totals or touchdowns or something like that. But we'll definitely be betting something for the Jags here this season, possibly like Trevor Lawrence passing yards. Alrighty, let's keep moving on here, folks. And I know I'm a little late on this topic, but I have to talk about it. I was out of the game for about 2 weeks. So once again, backlog is going to be out a little bit. Settle down. We'll be all caught up. But we've got the tush push, obviously not banned, and rightfully so. Shout out Saquon, shout out the Eagles. Just so absurd to ban a play that one team is just so good at. I know y'all have heard the back and forth, both sides, so we won't regurgitate it. But we are going to show some love for the teams that said, are y'all out of your mind? Are you serious? You want us to vote to outlaw a play because they're good at it? We're not gonna do that. That's lame. So shout out to these teams, baby. Give them a nice round of applause. We got the Ravens saying keep on pushing, baby. We got the Patriots says keep on pushing, baby. The Lions keep pushing that tush, Jared. The Jags, Trevor Lawrence says, hey, push my tush, baby. The Jets says, hey, Justin Fields, y'all are counting him a dual threat quarterback, so we'll play along, push the tush. We got the Titans saying, no, we're fine. We're pushing Cam Ward's tush, the rookie's tush, getting pushed. Then we got the Dolphins. Maybe not the most ideal to push Tua's tush. Okay, we don't need him going head first into anything. But shout out to the Finns for saying, hey. We don't want anybody to ban the deep ball for Tyreek Hill, so keep on pushing. We got the Saints who, they could do the tush push every down. They can give them 10 downs, do the tush push, and they'd still put up 0 points for the entire season, folks. But it's still respectable. Keep on pushing. And then the final team, the team that probably should not be talking about tush. We're talking the Cleveland Browns. So shout out to the 9 teams that said, get out of here, folks. If you don't like it, then stop it. And that's exactly should be it. They're good at it. Stop it. You can't stop it, then you're trash. Get better. I don't know what you want from me. They're pushing the tush. Load up the line. Sell out. Do it. Do whatever you can. We've seen teams do it, so do it. Sorry. And another thing, they're using it on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. That was another argument. It's if they were doing it every play, able to get 5 yards, and they just did it every play down the field. Okay. All right, maybe now it's obnoxious, it's annoying. But yes, they're doing it in goal line situations. Is that not football? I know everyone's like, well, it's rugby now. Well, when you start pushing, now it's called rugby, and that's not football, all right? Okay. All right. It's rugby. I thought football was smash mouth, hard nose line up. Oklahoma drills on a sunny summer 2-a-day afternoon, putting in the work, bashing. Everyone likes the big hits. But we don't like the hits if it's on a tush push on a goal line run. All right. So keep on pushing. Eagles keep doing it. If I was the Eagles, I would do it. I would do it the entire game one time. I'd be like, hey, watch this. Now ban it. Ban it now. Ban it now. I did it the entire game. Our defense was tush pushing. That's how much we were doing it. Now, if you heard correctly, and if you're seeing correctly, there is one team that's a little suspicious left off this list, folks, because they're a big old culprit of the tush push. Now, obviously, they're not as good as the Eagles, but they do push the tush every now and then. And it's a big tush they're pushing. We're talking the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, folks. And this is why I have such a big bone to pick with the Bills all the time. Because, yes, the Bills are a great team. Josh Allen's a fantastic quarterback. Top tier, top 3, top 5, top 1, top 2. Make your argument. I probably don't argue too much against you. I get it. Fantastic team. Great. But they always have something, and then we have an issue. Can you fix it, Roger? Can you fix our issue? Josh Allen deserves the MVP. It's finally his year, okay? Yes, he did. Yes, he finally beat Patrick Mahomes in the regular season like he does. He's still not beating him in the playoffs, but look, he's beating him in the regular season. It's a regular season award. Can you give him the MVP? A little bit of a sympathy MVP. They outcry. They cry. The city of Buffalo cries for Josh Allen and the Bills, and he gets the MVP. We didn't get. I'll show you why they didn't vote for the tush push. It's because they can't even do it. Look at this in the playoffs. AFC Championship game. You can't get 1 yard on a tush push on 4th and inches. I know, okay, yes, they got it. Oh, my God. What are you talking about? They got it. It's the refs. It's the chains. They're all against the Bills. They're cheating. He's clear. It's clear as day. You can see he's over it. So, okay, Roger Goodell. Well, let's go to the electronic measurements, so maybe we can kind of cheat for Josh Allen. Let's put a magnet in the ball, and then electronic yard markers on the sideline, so maybe if he doesn't pick it up, maybe we can fudge the numbers, fudge the sensor. Oh no, the sensor's at the very, very tip of the ball. The very, very tip of the ball. It's almost like sticking out. The chip's kind of actually given like an extra inch out of the ball for Josh Allen to finally actually pick up the first down on the tush push. That's why I have such an issue. And what was the other one? The classic rule change for the Bills. Well, we can't stop the Chiefs in overtime, so we need the ball. At least twice. At least 3 times, please, because once again, we keep losing against them. Can you give us the ball 4 times? It should be, if the Bills are ever in the playoffs, they get 4 possessions while the other team gets 1. That's fair, right? It's always the Bills trying to do something. It's always trying to, we're great, but we still can't beat Patrick Mahomes, so give us something. All right. They were trying to do it with the tush push. Not this year, Josh. Sorry. And let's keep up here with the Bills because we're going to be seeing a lot more of them, folks. We're going to see a lot more of the Bills, and I can't wait for it. Give me the behind the scenes of this team. Fuel my Josh Allen fire. Because we've got the Bills on the Hard Knocks training camp edition. We'll also have the in-season divisions. I believe that's with the AFC North, Bengals, Steelers, and company. So that should be, it's the NFC East, I think. Cowboys. Yeah, I think it's actually NFC East, Cowboys. Hey, let me see. Hard Knocks 2025 in season. Really, really quick. Which one is it? In the NFC East during the in-season. Okay, yes. NFC East, pardon my French, on the division in-season, so that's going to be good as well. We'll see Dak Prescott in his developmental phase. We'll see the behind the looks of that, so that should be good. But back to the Bills being on Hard Knocks. This is funny, folks. Listen up. Sean McDermott says since the criteria has changed with Hard Knocks, it is a compliment to some extent to be chosen by them and thinks the inside look will be great for fans. Yes, the inside look is always great for fans. I mean, we got to see the behind the scenes, all that. Let me get some breadcrumbs. But don't act like the criteria changing is a compliment. The criteria changing because nobody wants to be on Hard Knocks anymore, folks. And does anybody know why a team wouldn't want to be on Hard Knocks? It's because the Giants got exposed as maybe one of the most fraudulent front offices I have ever seen. Inside look behind the scenes of their handling of Saquon Barkley. It makes you want to throw up as a fan of the game, as a fan of the running backs, as a fan of the Giants. It was one of the worst looks I've ever seen an NFL team take, and everybody started to pull out and be like, don't you even think about considering me. This was the change that was just made this year. They took the rule out, prohibiting teams that made the playoffs in the previous 2 seasons. So if you made the playoffs in the previous 2 seasons, you were not eligible to be on Hard Knocks. You could not be on there. But the pool became so small because of what the Giants did, they had to make the pool a little bit bigger. All right, playoff teams, you're in now. And the Bills have always been in the playoffs, so they, never had a real good shot of being on there, never in contention. But now anything's eligible, truly. And you have the Giants to thank, and we may have the Bills to thank. Let's see Sean McDermott behind the scenes, because I think the cat is kind of still in the bag, whether Sean McDermott's a head coach or not. You can make a solid, I think, argument either way. It's not really crystal clear whether he's a good coach or not. We know Josh Allen's a great quarterback. We know they get the offensive coordinator right, and they're pretty smart with that. We got Sean McDermott. That's just kind of a little bit of a question mark on there. Shout out to the man doing a solid job, but not overcoming that one team that always gets them. I mean, surely should be your only job. It should be like, college football, where you're looking at that rivalry date and you're kind of make or break on that game, Ohio State, Michigan, and all that. You're paid to win that game. You're paid to win against the Chiefs in the playoffs. Yeah, it's cool. You can beat them in the regular season. That's good and fine and well. But when we're trying to win a ring, because that's where this team is, they are ring contenders year in and year out, it's Sean McDermott not able to get these guys over the hump. The 13-second special. This man is supposed to be defensive minded. That's the worst defense. I will never get a defense that will give you 20 yards. Unless it's the final play of the game. If it's the final play, you got 1 second on the clock. This is it. It's one play. I put everybody back. But if there's 10 seconds where you can do a quick throw down the middle for 50 yards, I'm pressing. I'm gonna be pressing. Beat us over the top. Then I'll put 3 safeties. I'm pushing everybody else up. It's just absurd how some people game plan for a defense. Oh, there's only 13 seconds left. Yeah, they got 2 timeouts, 1 timeout. But let's all back up and give them free yards down the seam and all that with these great, with one of the best quarterbacks of all time and a great tight end of all time. That's real smart right there. So, we'll get a good inside look. Hopefully, further our narrative in is Sean McDermott a good or bad coach? We'll get the behind the scenes look here. And another behind-the-scenes look we'll get at Hard Knocks is the running back position, which the Bills, they don't know what they got on their team. I don't know if even Sean McDermott knows what pieces they got on this team, because they've got an explosive, great, this is A1, Tier 1 running back room, and it starts with James Cook. He's not at OTAs. He's looking for a new contract. We just opened the show with it, folks, the Madden cover, the running back contracts. Where do we have Mr. James Cook, who I believe is still on his rookie deal? Let's see. James Cook, I got to keep scrolling down. Travis Etienne is making $12 million, folks, okay? Where the heck is James Cook? James Cook. No reason why he's looking for a big old extension and some big money to come along with it, because he got paid $5.8 million. $5.8 5.8. I mean, he's not even top 32 running backs paid. We're talking $1.4 million a year? Not even fully guaranteed his $5 million? Oh, Buffalo. Oh my God. We got money for the new stadium that the taxpayers are paying for. Maybe the taxpayers should start paying James Cook. I'll pay it. I'll pay taxes that go directly to James Cook. I'll be the one to fork over. I'll fork it over for James Cook. Oh, new money for the stadium, all the money for Josh Allen in the chain, all that money, but none for the running back, none for James Cook. Oh my gosh, absurd. I know Josh Allen's the running back. You don't need another running back. I get it. Ray Davis, I'm a big fan of as well. I'm not taking anything away from Ray Davis. It's a nice 1-2 punch. We're talking about, not creating super teams anymore and just making a team collective. And Ray Davis is perfect for that. So you can have a nice little double running backs room. But James Cook, can we look at his stats? This is insane. Insane. He played all 16 games last year. He started 13 games in 2023 and played in all 17. The man doesn't miss a game. 1,000 yards, 1,000-yard rusher back-to-back, 16 touchdowns, 16 rushing touchdowns for James Cook. That seems pretty dang good to me. 16 touchdowns. Oh, but we're not going to pay him. No, okay. All right. Another 258 receiving yards with another 2 touchdowns. I mean, we're talking 18 touchdowns on the season. 1 a game. You can count for James Cook for 7 points a game. Bang, 6 points. I mean, and we're not paying him. We're dragging our feet. We're hemming and hawing. Maybe. Well, maybe we'll pay. Let's quickly. Are we getting anything in this article? Because I'm about to lose it on him. Cook is entering the final deal of his rookie deal and seeking a contract extension after the Bills extended multiple members. They've already extended multiple members of the 2022 draft class, including linebacker Terrell Bernard and wide receiver Khalil Shakir, who I'm a big fan of. Shout out to Khalil Shakir. He's a monster. He's working his way into like a tier 1 receiver. Watch out for him this year. And cornerback Christian Benford. So all these other 22 players are getting deals. Does Khalil Shakir, does he have 16 touchdowns? I don't think he does. And I just told you I'm a fan of the man. I'm not here to disrespect him. But if we're talking money talk and we're talking production talk, Khalil Shakir never even have a 1,000-yard season with Josh Allen. He doesn't even have. What did Khalil Shakir just get paid? Please. Are we out of our minds here, folks? What do we got? He got a $36 million deal. $36 million a year here, folks. Or not a year. $36 million for the 5 seasons, 5 years. $36 million. Wow. Backloaded too. Sheesh. Is this right? His contract is kind of low. Sheesh. Let me see this. Average salary $13 million, but I think it's like backloaded. No, his base salary for this year, 2025, is 1.1. You got a 1.4 signing bonus. Next year it's only 2.8, and then it starts to pick up. He gets $9 million, almost $10 million bucks in 2027. Interesting. 29 guaranteed. Sheesh. But still, folks, all right, if Khalil Shakir is getting $36 million, that's what I want him. 4 years, 53. Yeah, 4-year, $53 million. Give it to the running back. Give it to the running back. More and more. A little bit of a low deal, sheesh. Khalil Shakir is pretty good. I like him. All right, let's move on. So James Cook, oh, well, let's go back to this article real quick. Sean McDermott says, quote, yeah, we're staying in touch like you'd expect a player and a coach to do. So James will be here when he's ready to be here and we move forward. Not good language like they're working with here we go. Brandon Beane. General Manager Brandon Beane has reiterated that Cook will be ready to go for the season. I'm not optimistic for it, but I'll do my darndest to get this man paid. James Cook, I'm in your corner, baby. I'm in your corner. Alrighty, well, let's move on to another player getting paid. Once again, yes, I know I'm late on this, but I got to get my thoughts on here so we're all on the same page together, folks. Settle down. It's Brock Purdy. He just got paid, and looking at his numbers, it is, once again, a little respectable. You know, he got $53 million a year. Fantastic. Got him to a Super Bowl, got him to 2 NFC championship games. Good, humble, working, good, solid leader. We saw, well, let me save that, but, we see him. He's getting the same amount of money as Jared Goff, just below Tua, below Trevor Lawrence, below Jordan Love. I mean, honestly, I'd put Brock Purdy, I'd probably pay him more than Tua, more than Trevor Lawrence, more than Jordan Love. I'd probably get him that 55, honestly. I would have given him 55 for making the Super Bowl. The Niners, were a little hesitant to really pay him. Waited pretty long for it. We heard Kyle Shanahan kind of hemming and hawing, like, we don't really want to pay him. I don't really want to pay him. He's all smiles at the press conference. Yeah, Brock Purdy, yeah. Yeah, I really don't want to pay him. But yeah, it seems like we're going to have to pay. Yeah, we're going to pay him. We're going to pay him. I don't really want to pay him. I really don't want to pay him. Oh, yeah, we're going to pay Brock Purdy. I just don't really want to pay him. Yeah, I think I can win with any other quarterback. I mean, I got to know with Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, we're going to pay him. We're going to pay him. We'll pay him. We'll pay him 53. All right. But yeah, I wouldn't mind even at 55, above Trevor, Jordan Love, below, same money as Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow got to a Super Bowl. Brock Purdy got to a Super Bowl. Josh Allen, he's on Hard Knocks. So, it tracks. But why I want to talk about this, because Kyle Shanahan a little disrespectful here. Really? After getting paid Kyle Shanahan to Brock Purdy, don't let the money change you. What? Who would have thought that? Who looks at Brock Purdy and says, "Hey, the money's going to change this kid. Oh, this kid's going to go crazy with money. Oh, you better be careful giving him money because he's going to go ballistic." Knock it off, folks. Are we crazy? Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. One of the most humble. Have you heard him talk? One of the most humble people ever. Mr. Hey, I'm on a rookie deal that's Mr. Irrelevant, that's barely getting paid anything, but I'll go buy all my linemen. What do you get them? Toyotas? Toyota Tacomas? I had to go buy 8 Toyota Tacomas. All right? I leased them all. But who would think that this man would let the money change him? That's never even a thought that crossed my mind. Hey, Kyle, how about you? How about you don't let the success and fame go to your head? How about that? Because I remember a certain somebody that got to the Super Bowl, and during Super Bowl week, trying to get prepared, he was seen with Rick Ross. And I don't want to speculate on what they were doing, but Kyle Shanahan's face looked a little red. And I don't know what that means. I don't know. I think maybe you turn a little red if you drink a little alcohol. That happens sometimes. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying his face was red. He was partying with Rick Ross during Super Bowl week. And obviously they lost it because this man wasn't locked in game planning. That seems like, you let the fame go to you. You're a football coach. You're supposed to be the man of discipline. Supposed to be the man of, hey, I'm in control here, and I'm trying to get us all ready. I'm the captain here. He said he's basically, I think he sees himself as the captain of this team. I can do any quarterback. I don't need Brock Purdy. I don't need Jimmy Garoppolo. Give me trash, and I can still win. That kind of seems like the energy he gives off. I don't think I'm wrong there. So maybe, Kyle, you should kind of look inside. Be like, oh yeah, maybe you're kind of putting that on Brock. Are you putting that on Brock Purdy? I want to do a quick Google. Quick Google. We can't find it in 2 seconds. We move on. But let me just type in a few words here and see if we can bring up the infamous picture. I want to see it again. Kyle Shanahan, Rick Ross. That's all I'm going to type. Kyle Shanahan and Rick Ross. What do I get? Enter. Oh, right there. There it is. There it is. Kyle Shanahan dressed in a tux with Ricky Ross and Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. He's dripped to the gills. I think that's even a drink in his hand. Am I bugging? I think that's a drink in his hand. He's caught red-handed. I never even seen that before. Let me turn so y'all can see. It's in his hand. He's got a cane with Rick Ross. Do we see this? He's trying to hide the drink, palming it. Do the palm. Palming the glass against your side. We still saw it. So that's all I say on the subject, folks. That's all I say on the subject. Alrighty. Well, alrighty. From one not great behavior potentially to another not great potential behavior here. Trading out the alcohol for the Tootsie. I know y'all have seen it, but we watched last night on our live show. We were kind of diving into the AFC East, looking for prop bets, division winners, and we were watching Patriots and Drake May footage last night, folks. And I'm kind of won over by Drake May. Very comfortable in the pocket, good offensive line. Solid accuracy that just has to shore up a little bit, which I'm sure he will heading into year 2. But very solid for not having any really weapons on his team. Able to, not really turning over the ball, the accuracy, the completion percentage is, where it needs to be. Like I said, some of his balls are a little behind when they need to be out in front, but he'll fix it. He'll get there. And I'm kind of gushing about the Patriots, and we kind of were looking at some value here. We found some bets that we do like that I am going to share with y'all, some better value if you want to bet it on a different sports book. But we were watching this team. Vegas has them second favorite odds to win the division. Not going to play that. I don't think that's great at all. It's at like +4. It's in the 400s, maybe 450. Dolphins at +650 thirds. I think that's better value overall. But getting 8.5 wins, that's the line on DraftKings, over 8.5 wins at -120. And it's real workable here, folks. This Patriot schedule, let's review it. It's very easy. It's front-loaded. They're at home most of the time here. Here it is. They got the Raiders, the Dolphins. This is in order. They go at home against the Raiders, at Miami, at home against the Steelers, at home against the Panthers, in Buffalo, at the Saints, at the Titans, in Buffalo against the Browns, in Buffalo against the Falcons, at Tampa Bay, in Buffalo against the Jets, at the Bengals, at home against the Giants. They're on the bye, late bye, playoff push bye when they probably already have, I think we were counting maybe like 9 wins by the bye here, folks. Then after the bye, they got, I think I was saying in Buffalo, pardon me, in New England, pardon me. Then they've got in Gillette against the Bills, at the Ravens, at the Jets, and then at home against the Dolphins. So we were counting like 9, 10 potential wins here, folks. Real nice schedule to get this team warmed up, ready to go. For Mike Vrabel back as a head coach, get him reacclimated, get Drake May a nice little easy schedule coming off a solid year 1. Real winnable, real workable, and we get better value if you go to FanDuel. FanDuel has the Patriots win totals at only 7.5. So we only need 8 when we were counting kind of 9 by the bye. And that's only at -140, folks. Still fantastic value there. So, nice little avenues to bet for this Patriots team, but it really does all hinge on Stefon Diggs. He's their number one wide receiver. He's, I don't want to say their only wide receiver. I like Keyshawn Boutte, but they put him at 4 in the depth chart. I think that could be a little higher. Matt Collins, I've always been a fan of him. Not a true number 1, but I think he could be a true number 2. He's a great third option. Demario Douglas, we'll see. Kyle Williams, they got Kendrick Bourne. It's really relying on Stefon Diggs being the leader, being present on this team, being a good locker room, being a good motivator for this young and upcoming team. And we'll see if he can do it. Don't love that he's on the boat with potential pink cocaine. I don't know what it is officially. Once again, they're saying it's pink coke 2C. I don't know. The girls on the boat, they seem to want it pretty good. And Stefon Diggs says, don't do it all, ladies. Don't do it all. Dating Cardi B. I mean, shout out Cardi B. Great music. Maybe a little bit of a distraction, a little bit. So we've got the 2C video, and what is even worse about this video is because it was the day that he should have been at a practice. At a practice. Now, it's not mandatory, but once again, being the leader, this is a young team. They need you big time, Stefon. And this was all the other wide receivers at practice that same day. All dropping balls. They're all dropping. All dropping these passes. Look at this back-to-back trash. They need you at practice, Stefon Diggs. Now, or one more and then we'll get into it. And we have Carlton Davis. He was on jet skis and cars on a beach. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is a scene out of a music video. And I've got no problem with people having fun, but you got cars in the water? Are those real cars? I don't even know what the heck is going on here, but jet skis and cars on the beach. Once again, hey, live your life, have fun. You've earned all this money, go and spend it to have fun. But we got to kind of lock in a little bit when the season is here. You had 8 months. I get it. I'm not trying to, be the fun police, but we're trying to lock in here. Now, one more video. This was last night, Stefon Diggs with, once again, on the boat with Cardi B, smacking her butt a little bit, having fun. It's his girlfriend. What I do like about this video is that you could see Stefon Diggs' chain, and golly, it's gleaming. It's in the dark, and it's just apps. I mean, that's real money right there, folks. That's not rapper fake chain, all right? That is, that cost a pretty penny. It's gleaming. It's shining. I like that. Now, to give Stefon Diggs credit, I thought I had it up here, but he is at practice today. He's at practice today, so let's give him a round of applause. Stefon Diggs, yeah, it's fun, all right. Now it's time to lock in. This is what I want to see, yes. It's not even mandatory. These are voluntary OTAs, baby. And Stefon Diggs says, all right, I heard the criticism. Maybe I can lock in. Bingo. That's what we want to see. So, team dependent on him. We'll see how he's looking out there after the injury. How's the leadership? We've seen kind of him and Josh Allen's relationship friction a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on, but he's back at practice. That's what we want to see. All righty. Here we go. A few more stories I kind of want to go over here. I do want to kind of talk about the Dolphins a little bit because I don't love what we are doing. Yes, I am a Fins fan, but I leave my fin at the door. Y'all know that. I'm never biased on anything I say. I don't say anything for clout or clicks. I believe everything I say, all right? So settle down. But I do root for the fin, a la the sunglasses and visor. Now, Jonnu Smith. Big time controversy. Well, not even a controversy. I mean, it was a stir. It was a buzz because the Dolphins were potentially shopping Jonnu Smith with the Steelers. What? Our best receiver from last year, our best leader, our second best leader, because our best leader was Calais Campbell. Big time shout out. Another atrocity that the Dolphins did this offseason to let him go, and he goes to the Cardinals for no money. He helped to de-escalate the Tyreek Hill situation. I mean, this man is a true leader, teammate, person. He's a good person. And you let him go. We've got Jonnu Smith, our best receiver last year, always on the field when maybe our other receivers weren't. Big time catches, our tallest weapon. He just came off his best year. He's looking for a little bit of more money, and the Dolphins say, no, hey, we don't talk about money here. You're gone if you talk money. Now, he's not officially traded. We do have this from his agent. This just came out today. But this is Drew Rosenhaut, Drew Rosenhaut on his segment with Jonnu Smith. He says, here's what I will say on the behalf of my client, his agent. Jonnu would definitely like to stay in Miami. That's his first choice. This is where he lives in the offseason. He had a record-breaking season last year. It was the best season ever for a Dolphins tight end. His dream is the Dolphins. Hopefully everything works out and he can stay in Miami. Now, we need him here. Like I said, he's our biggest weapon. Tua loved him. That's what this team is missing, the tallness. We've got the speed. We've got the skill. We just need that height. Everyone, you can't see over the line. Tua can't see over the line. These tall linebackers and all that. Got to have a tall tight end. We see the tight ends are taking over this league. And we're potentially just going to let him go. I mean, this is just absurd. Don't like Chris Grier at all and all the moves. We got Mike McDaniel big time on the hot seat this season. I mean, because look at this. Because we can't even beat the good teams. Yes, we dropped 70 points on the Broncos, and it was one of the greatest days of my life and one of the greatest games I've ever watched. But they weren't a good team back then. Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins versus teams with 500 or worse records over the last 2 years is 16-4. That's good. We beat the trash. But teams above a 500% win percentage, 1-10. Can't beat the good teams. Now, we do keep it close for the most part when Tua's out there. But Mike McDaniel, a little bit on the hot seat as well. So taking all these players that have been proven to be great for our team, to be proven locker room and character guys, we let them walk. But we pay, Jalen Ramsey last year when he didn't ask for anything. We give Tyreek Hill more money, and I've got no problem with that. But once again, not a great attitude. We saw that last year. He even admitted it already this year, not my greatest. So we've got, I feel like these Dolphins' priorities are truly not aligned. And you're never going to win with that. And, it kind of seems like some teams are comfortable with not winning and just, I don't know, relying on the buzz, the bad or good or anything publicity. It really seems like some teams truly do not have winning intentions, which is, it shouldn't even be a thought on anybody's head. The greatest sport in the world, shout out soccer. Well, I guess I'll just keep it to America. Settle down, international. The biggest sport in America. It's basically, it's an institution here, honestly. And these owners, they don't care. Oh, it's all about the money. It always comes back down to the money. Nobody wants to pay. Nobody wants to pay anything. Oh, folks, man, oh man, not great. But a good thing, maybe a silver lining, a glimmer of hope. I'm not one of these Dolphins fans that are always doom and gloom. All right, Tua's great. Tua's our best quarterback we've ever had. He's better than Dan Marino. He'll be fine. He's not going to get hurt this season. I need everybody to truly settle down. But some good things for Finn Nation. Rise up, Fins up, Flows and Hoke. We get Jordan Brooks believes there has been a culture change going into training camp. Now, it's hard to believe after all the actions so far, but this is what he says. He says, quote, with us leading the charge and making that change, I think a lot of the young guys that have come in, they've went to work immediately, which ultimately has changed the work ethic around the team. Now I'm hoping so, because we've got Tyreek Hill. That was kind of, I liked his comments earlier. He's like, I didn't earn the captain patch. I didn't earn the captain tag this year. I want to get back in the good graces of my teammates. I want to be on track for another 2,000-yard season. I want to put in the work, and I want to get back to kind of my overall superstar status. So hearing some good things, actions not great. Actions speak louder than words. So we got to kind of, once again, take it day by day. What are we getting? What are we seeing? But that's where we are with the Dolphins. Now, Jalen Ramsey should probably be traded I would assume today. I would assume probably soon, if not today. Let's quickly see if that has taken place while we have been live over the last hour. We are going to be wrapping up here, folks, but I appreciate y'all listening. But let's just see. Breaking news 1 hour ago. Lions All-Pro center Frank Rago, one of the game's best, has informed the team he plans to retire. Sheesh. Alrighty, Lions center retiring. But I don't see any Jalen Ramsey news trade, so be on the lookout for that. I would assume it's like 99% happening. It's just when. And it should be happening sooner rather than later. So I would assume by the end of the week, we'll keep tabs on it, and we'll see where he goes. All righty, let's close it up here. Let's close it up on here with Mr. DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins making news kind of last week when he posted the team leaderboard for the fastest OTA. Fastest OTA number 2. And it seems like it's just like some speed test, some running test, because on his caption he says, "I'm old and can't run." This is like his Derrick Henry. "Oh, I'm past 30. These knees ain't working." "Oh, I'm Saquon Barkley. Oh, I've got injured too many times. I can never win a ring. I can never be the front runner of a team." "I'm gonna 360 no-scope hurdle this dude." So DeAndre Hopkins says, hey, leave all the noise to the haters, because he was ranked 3rd quickest, tied actually for 2nd, and above Zay Flowers. He's like 2 above, 3 above Zay Flowers in overall speed. I'm assume this reads at like 20 miles an hour. So he made a little buzz on there. They wrote an article, new Ravens wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins impressing in off-season workouts. All right. He's moving great. He brings all that experience. He's been in big games before. He's made plays in the big games. He knows how to make plays. That's not going to be any situation that's going to be too big for him. But I just thought he and Lamar looked really good today out there together. It was nice to see John Harbaugh, pardon my French, head coach for the Ravens, says. Now, that's interesting. He says that? He says that? He makes the big plays? He knows how to make big plays? Because there's a play that sticks out to me. I don't know if it sticks out to y'all. We'll see. But I remember a play where the Chiefs were getting blown out in the Super Bowl right before half, but they were driving. They finally had offense success for the first time in the first half. And I remember this play. Let's quickly see. 40 seconds left. First half, second quarter. They're down 24-0, but they're at the 30-yard line. With the timeout, we've seen this before. Let's roll the tape. We got DeAndre Hopkins, the guy that knows how to make plays, and the stage is never too big or too bright for him. Wide open. Patrick Mahomes able to escape the pocket, rolling out. DeAndre Hopkins wide open. Let me turn so you can see him, how wide open he is. DeAndre Hopkins absolutely nobody within a mile of him, folks. I mean a true mile. And I don't even know what the heck that is. Like, I've never seen a wide receiver do anything like this. This is the guy that makes the big plays. This is the dude. Watch what he does here. Like, this looked like he threw the game. Like, I'm not going to be fake. Like, I think he bet some props. Even Chris Jones couldn't believe it. Look at it. He's like, dude, I'm about to bark. I'm about to start barking. I mean, this is absurd. They have to punt. I mean, he had room after the catch. I mean, he would have been down at the 30-yard line, out of bounds. Okay. And this is why they've got so much beef. That's beef number one. Beef number one, check, DeAndre Hopkins. How about Zay Flowers 2 years ago when they're in the playoffs trying to get to the Super Bowl? Zay Flowers, beautiful ball by Lamar Jackson down inside. I want to say maybe the 10, the 5. It could have been down at the goal line. Delivers a beautiful ball and Zay Flowers beefs it. Doesn't catch it. They lose the game. Beef number 2, Zay Flowers. Last season, Big Mark Andrews, tight end, reliable. He's trash. He beefed a playoff game. That's 3 layers of big-time beef. Then we got Lamar Jackson. I don't want to bring up his beef, but, he did throw a pick 6 against the Bills in the playoffs when they were trying to take the lead and go ahead score. Pick 6 at like the 5-yard line. That's a beef. A lot of beef on the Justin Tucker. They cut that beef. That beef gone. That's good. But you replace it with other beef. I don't know. I want to be optimistic for this Ravens team. I love Derrick Henry. I love Lamar Jackson. I would love to see D-Hop get a ring. But this is a lot of beef. A lot of beef. A lot of playoff beef. A lot of, hey, I know y'all are classified as great, but time to perform in the playoffs and you can't beef. So we'll see. We got to take it a little steps at a time here with DeAndre Hopkins, but he's looking good. Maybe you can't even catch a pass like that from Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if there's anything we can do for you. I don't know. Alrighty, well, that is going to do it for us today, folks. We try to keep a tight hour. Our live show, that's where we kind of go in depth. I look at the comments. I know I don't read the comments here. If you're commenting, I apologize. But that's what the night show's for, folks. So we'll be back tonight, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, potentially Instagram. If you want to come and watch live, come hang out. Join the Discord. Go to WHOP.com/takesbyfans. Sign up. It's $20 a month. We do a daily $100 bet. There was no games this kind of afternoon, so we will be betting some baseball at the night show. And once again, if we hit our $100 daily bet, we give away the winnings, but you got to be in the Discord for that. So shout out. Alrighty, folks, I appreciate everybody tuning in. We're back tomorrow to see what's up, baby. Take it easy, everybody. I appreciate y'all.